Good morning. Welcome to my channel, JB's Crochet, where I have hair going everywhere this morning. Static is real today. Good morning. I'm Amber and I'm cold. Hence the 3 layers of clothing. Bounce, bounce. She gotcha. She gotcha. Alright, this is driving me nuts. Driving me nuts. Anyway, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Magic Frog and Mary Ann and Melissa G. And Monique and Kimberly, Grammy Rita, Lana Nana. Good morning, everybody. Nobody is up yet. I have not turned the TV on yet. It's crazy. Good morning. All right, so for today, our new Mondays are going to look like this. I'm trying to think. I'm about 100% prepared, y'all. Good morning, Jan and Margaret. Good morning. So, let's see. Mondays are our Bust That Stash, Make It Mondays. Yay! And I forgot to clean my glasses off this morning before I came down here. I only came down here early because the cat was like flipping a lid upstairs. Like she was jumping from her cat tree back to the back door, like up on her hind legs, looking out. Like, I'm like, what is back in the yard? What is in the backyard that you are like hardcore trying to get eyes on? So I came downstairs. There's nothing back there. I looked on our camera. The only camera that really shows anything is over there by the garage, and there's the darn cat out there that hangs around our house and uses our house as its litter box. I wouldn't care if this cat was around if it didn't do that. But I noticed it shaking its tail as it was rubbing up against my husband's grill this morning. I'm like, you better not be like spraying on our stuff. That's disgusting. So I know you didn't come here to hear about that, but that's why I came down here early, because the cat was flipping a lid when it came to seeing something outside. And then no more got down here, and a fox went by, and so she got extra. Ooh, what is that again? Hold on, bub. All right, guys, I'm gonna mute, and I'm gonna go get my kid set up upstairs. He just woke up. I'm gonna go say good morning, and I'll be right back. Give me just 1 minute, and Where did y'all go? I can't find you anywhere. Oh, are they in? No, I don't see them in there either. Oh, goodness, y'all are funny. So, make it Mondays. Make it Mondays. Get him a cafe. Did you guys go in here? No, I don't see you in there. You see, are they in here? Shake them up if they are. No, nobody's in there. Oh, I found them. I found them. They're in the basket. Come out, come out, come out of there now. Ooh. Oh, I don't know what is up with me this morning. Like, I'm cold. Like, I was wearing this little green cover-up thing, and I went, yeah, no, that's not enough. So I threw on another one. Okay, so I need you guys to continue giving me ideas because I don't think this is going to last us all year. It'll last us for a while because there's quite a few ideas in here. I wish I had coffee this morning. I just didn't get up and make it. So this is the project where if you're going to make this with me, we'd either shop from our stash, our brand new stash that hasn't been touched, or our scraps. This started out with scraps, so I go to my scraps first to see if I can make it with my scraps, and then if I can't, or if I'm just not finding something that will work color-wise, then I go to the stash. All right, let's see what we got here. I folded these in a way where I didn't have to peel them open anymore. I folded the sticky back. I folded it backwards and then folded it the other way. So here is what we have today. Does everybody see what that says? Wind spinner. I didn't realize I already had that in there. That was one of the ones I wanted to add this morning, but come on. Show the people in clarity what that is. There we go. Wind spinner. Okay, so this is a very easy thing to do. This one I did not go and find a pattern for. You can find them all over the place, but basically what you want to do is you just want to make a chain as long as you want this thing to be. Okay, and then you single, well, at least the one I'm going to do, you single crochet back across, then you 2 double crochet in each all the way back for the second row. For row 3, you do 3 double crochets back in each stitch, and it causes it to curl. So that is what our project is this week. I'm actually going to go ahead and get started on one and show you, maybe do a small tiny version of one that I can just hang up in here. You know, because I don't know where else to, I mean, I could hang them up outside, but I don't know. But wind spinners, they are definitely not time consuming. Depending on how long you make them, they could be time consuming. But let me tell you, depending on how many stitches you put in that initial chain, basically double that and then triple it, because you're going to have quite a few hundred stitches to end by the time you're done. Hello, Carrie. So let's just pull, I think, let's do 4 colors. See if we can find a cool color combination to go together. I can't go any further back. I can't go any further back. Let's see. A lot of the colors that I have on top are ones I recently just put in here, so that's what I'm going to go off what I see. I think I'm going to do this color. This blue. And these are all from my Granny Square box. The Granny Squares that we did last year. That are still on my blocking board. I still have not done that yet. I will eventually. What is another color I could add to that? Yellow? I suppose I could put yellow in there. Yeah, we could do yellow. I mean, the color, the amount of colors really depends on you. You can make it all different colors, or you can make it all the same color. You can make it themed, like, you know, people, I see them do like sunflowers, where they make them the color of the sunflowers, and then they hang a sunflower at the bottom. You use the thick scrubby yarn. What do you mean by the thick scrubby yarn? Are you talking about that like tubular scrubby yarn that's kind of like in a tube? It's like shaped in a tube. I don't know how you do those wind spinners in that because, ooh boy. Oh, I'm so sorry, Magic Frog. Brizzy, good morning. Good Monday morning to you. Our week of back to normalness is occurring today. Now the thing is I don't remember what size hook they used, but I'm gonna go. We want it to be a little on the tight side, and this usually recommends a 5.5. So I'm just gonna go to a 5 if I can find it. I might have to pull out of here because my dots hook at the moment is not up here. We're gonna go down to a 5. Oh, and Michael's present made it over the weekend. So y'all, if you know Michael well enough and you know something I can make out of here for him, let me know. I know he was a sailor. He's a veteran sailor. So I thought about making the boat that is in here. But then also, I think there's a panda. There's not a panda in here. I thought about making a panda for him because, you know, panda. I mean, if you know Michael, you know panda. You know panda. You know why there's a panda. But I would like to try to make something. Now, they use some yarn I've never heard of before. It's like Guden something. Gutermann. It's a German word. Gutermann. Gutermann. And then they also use like something from, what's it called? Sheep G's. They use sheep G's in here. And I'm like, well, I have DMC thread. Panda in a boat, right? I thought there was a panda in here for some reason, but I don't think there is. There is not. How about doing a dog, you know? And doing it, but I don't want to do it in black thread. So it's like, I don't know what to do. But I want to make something out of this book and send it to him. As a, hey, you sent this to me, I'm going to send something back to you. I think I just found my 5mm dots hook. It was hiding from me on my desk. That's okay. Panda in a boat. I know, right? The boat is pretty cute. It's a little tugboat looking thing. So I'm gonna find it again. It's got some cute stuff in here. It makes me a little nervous to make these. Because like I don't want to sew anything on. And it's like, oh my goodness, how do you guys sew anything onto these micro things? Here's the boat. Isn't that a cute little boat? Little anchor embroidered on the front there. Oh my goodness. I don't know how I'm ever going to get anything out of that. Get anything done. It's I know he likes Star Trek too. I was just trying to make something out of the book, since he purchased it for me. I was like, I'm not gonna make something. Yeah, it won't be in the book. All right, so the pattern, one of the patterns I found, it said 75 stitches, or chains. I'm gonna go smaller for now. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good morning, Tambu. 16, 17, 18. It is cute. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Aquatic critter make that for Michael. 25. So yeah, there's definitely water stuff in there. There's seahorses and see, the thing is, Magic Frog, you can make these in any size yarn and make them bigger. You don't have to make them micro. They use like thread and stuff. I'm wanting to use embroidery floss. 28, 29, 30, 31, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 40, 43, 44, 45, 46. I might go to 75, 47, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 56, 58, 59, 60, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 74, 75. So 75 right now is making this about, 18 to 24 inches tall-ish. But this is going to increase quite a bit. He does. That's the thread quilting thread is what they recommend. Quilting thread, top stitch thread is what they recommend. And I'm like, that's not how micro I'm going to go. Like, I'm not wanting to go micro like this. A panda-headed mermaid in a boat. That is so cute. Funny enough, I could do a mermaid because it does have a mermaid in here. And then I could figure out a way to make that head a panda head, but I like to follow patterns. For stuff like this, I need patterns. For stuff like this, I make up my own. So, y'all, please, when I say be brutally honest with me, this is a very small sample of what I want to make. I want to make something as a wrap. Now, I need to figure out how to get this to not stop curling up like that. But I want to make, I'm going for a wrap shawl thing. So it'll be a long rectangular piece with some border stitches like I have, but I'm trying to fold it over to make it smaller because I feel like this is too thick up here. I got maybe 2 or 3 instead of 5. But this is in acrylic 4-weight. So yeah, I'm working up a bigger version of this, trying to see if maybe I can get that to stretch out a little bit. Because I want this bottom part to be flowier, but I also want it all to be flowy. So I think it has some drape to it, just not a ton. Boys move a bunch this weekend. Movers will be more sure. Right? I know you're like, oh, that's where that was all this time. So yeah, I'm trying to design a design. I'm trying to design a design. I'm trying to design something in Tunisian. I also decided to make a hand towel, and I'm still working on that. I'll get back to the wind spinner in a second, but here is my bigger version in DK of the shawl wrap thing I want to make. Yeah, Mirabelle, Magic Frog. Yeah, I can follow a pattern like none other with Emmys, like like this. Still haven't made those fish tanks yet. I gotta get like if I got myself a craft fair, signed up for a craft fair, I think I'd be more apt to following through and getting things done that I say I want to do. Got all the stuff to make the little fish tanks. I haven't done one yet. But I also don't want to make them and just have them sitting around. So that's why I think if I do a craft fair market thingy, then wait, hold on. I do 4 colors. Okay, so I don't know why you would want to do this, but I'm going to follow what I found. So they took and were done with this color after the chain. So I'm going to take a stitch marker, and I have all my Kimberly Otterson ones right here. I'm going to mark the end that I ended on. And then I'm going to come back over here and, what color do we want next? I'm going to go with blue. So yeah, I need your opinion on that Tunisian thing. Is it, seriously though, I mean, is it something worth pursuing further on? It was a design that I just kind of came up with inspiration from another picture out there of a crochet wrap. And I was thinking of making the top part of it in, I can't decide yet which way I want to go. Either do the top part in cream, do it in this color here, and then the lacy shell part on the bottom in this, because I don't know how far this is going to go. If it's 1,200 yards, I don't know how far of a wrap I would get out of this. So I don't know if I want to make this the top part or this the top part and vice versa. So this, let me pull out, and I'm getting to the point where I need to take a layer off, not because I'm getting warm, but because one of them's bothering me. I don't know which one. So basically what I'm talking about is I want to make this up here, the honeycomb area, in either the cream solid or the variegated, and then vice versa. And I don't know which way I want to do that. I tried to make this in a way where I did about 1/3 of my sample in this and then 2/3 of it in this. Or, the rest of the thing would be the other 2/3. am I trying to say here? My brain just derailed. So I was thinking when I make the bigger version, I'll make the bottom half, or not the bottom half, of the bottom third in the lacy shells, and then the top 2/3 in the honeycomb. So I don't know which way I want to go with this. So, and for me, I haven't done enough Tunisian crochet to know, and I know that Tunisian is a yarn eater more than crochet, but I don't know which stitches within Tunisian are yarn eaters versus not. Okay. I don't know which layer is bothering me, but one of them has to come off. It's like making me itchy or something. It's like well, that side feels a little better already. It must be the black one that was bothering me. I don't like how frizzy my hair is this morning. So I need your guys's, eyeballs and tips and tricks and advice and all the good stuff. Why do I keep missing that spot? Right there. It's like, won't settle down. I'm just like, I need bubble space from my clothing, It's like, something's bothering me and I don't know what it is. It's either like the shirt or it's the second layer or it's my hair. I don't know. Just, I feel a little better now. I'm trying to do it in a way where I don't use this yet. I want to go and I want to cake this up and I want to start using this and making the final project with this so that maybe I don't have to frog it a million times before I get it right. So that's why I'm doing it in yarn I don't care about as much. I had to put as much in there because, I care about all the yarn. So I don't know what to do. Leave my yarn alone, cat. Good morning, Miguel. Could you try a sample of doing the colors both way and see what you prefer? So I was thinking as I read that I could find a variegated yarn and try it that way. I could. I have this. Oh gosh. I just turned on the scale. So I'm probably gonna frog this out because I haven't gone any further with it. But I have this. I could take this and some white yarn and see which way I could do that. See, and then I look at this and I go, it's kind of cute. I could try and finish it. I didn't get very far on my little poncho. I have yet to finish a poncho, guys. I have yet to do that. I have yet to finish a poncho. Starting to wonder if it, well, no, actually, no, I have finished a poncho. I mailed it off to Arrow. Arrow lover. So I got my packages mailed off this weekend on Friday, I think. Friday. I think it was Friday. Rebecca has her bag coming, and Melissa has her gift coming that I just wanted to spoil her with. And then BB has her order coming. I know. But it's one of those, I'm like, I'm moving on to something else. So now it's going to get frogged because I don't even know what I was doing at this point. I'd have to sit there and look at it for a while to see. I should have done this in the back bumps, but I'm not. Ugh. Oh well. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm not that far. I'll just start over. So wind spinners. For those of you just showing up, we are doing wind spinners. Yes, variegated is nice, Miguel. It's just I'm trying to figure out like which just to do a small sample for a wrap thing. Oh, and here's the other thing. I'm sure he won't be on here. I need to come up with a name for the wrap, and I want to incorporate Michael into it because y'all, oh my goodness, he helped me so much over the weekend with all the questions I had, even dealing with all that he deals with. And he even apologized to me. I'm like, dude, don't do that. You do not need to apologize to me for dealing with your pain syndrome that you have to deal with on a daily. Don't be sorry. Good morning, Yarno. Yeah, yo, what's up? You know what? All of my flags that I made last year are actually in acrylic, and they hold up really well outside. If it got nasty, like really, really windy, I pulled them off my flag poles or my little flag stands because, I just didn't want them, I don't know, getting like tore up. But the acrylic actually held up really well being outside all month for several months for some of them. I think I had my pumpkin one out there for a couple months, and I brought it inside a few weeks ago because it got windy outside. And I just haven't put them back out because I just keep forgetting to. So, cotton or acrylic? Yet you'd think cotton would last longer, but I was actually told to make my flag in acrylic. So that's why I have those in acrylic. And I'm just using up scraps, to be honest. I've already started using scraps to make a hand towel, so I have that going in my cotton right now. I just need to finish it. I'm making a C2C. I don't know how far I'm going to get before this minty green runs out because I'm decreasing on this side here. I'm trying to go for 30 inches or so, I think, long before I decrease over here. So it's just a good old C2C hand towel. I was just trying to use it up. I was like, I wonder if I do this in a thinner, because I tried to make a towel in double strand and I don't know. It just looks funky to me. It washes fine because it's cotton, but it's like, it gets all like misshapen and things. So yeah, I'm just using up my acrylic for the wind spinner. And you can use either one, really. What yarn am I using? I'm actually using up the yarn from my daughter's granny square pants because I bought like 4 of each color. And the skeins that I'm currently working through, like this, what's left of this is, what's left of what I've put on here, and then what was left of it before I started working on it with it. It was the second or third skein of the color. I barely dipped into the second or third one to make the squares. Good morning. So it's just that I love this yarn. It is in aqua, number 68 is the current color. I can't remember what the soft blue was the other color, I think. I've gone through one ball band already this year, and that was the blue that I used for the cotton hand towel. No worries, Melissa. You are fine. I don't expect y'all to remember everything I use and work with. But yeah, it's just leftover. It's the ones that I had dipped into, the last ones I dipped into to make her squares for her pants. And then I also made her a shrug. Y'all, she slept in it that night. She put it back on and slept in it. I think she might have worn it to church the next day. I'm not sure. She's already worn that thing more than I expected her to. I definitely wish I would have gone a little bigger on the sleeves. They were a little tight. And I might have went a little too far in to the armpits. But that's such a simple design. It's just one long rectangular piece, and you just kind of sew up the two ends to make sleeve holes for your arms. Thanks, Sassy Mary. Appreciate the enabling there. I'm actually going to be a good girl and not go to Hobby Lobby. I'm going to see how far into January I can make it without buying any yarn. I want to try to use up some of the yarn I have. I wish I was disciplined enough, like some people are setting goals to be like, I'm, like not being able to start anything new until they've finished like 3 other whips that they have going already, or not buying any more yarn until they like empty 9 of their cubes before they buy more. Feeling a little ornery this morning. You're gonna go to Walmart, Melissa. Gee, I don't know where you're going this week. After Sassy Mary's little comment about a certain sale this week. It's already gotten, look, it's a wind spinner. I haven't even tried yet. And I'm just putting one single crochet in each stitch right now. And talking. I'm excited about this Tunisian wrap thing. So far, I'm going to make it as long as I am, or as wide as I am tall. So I went about 50 something inches, 48 to 50 inches, somewhere in there. I'm actually taller than that, but I figured that was long enough. And then I'm going to go 48 inches tall, because I took a measuring tape and measured from here. That's not right. Man, I don't know how to do the measurements on that thing. I need to draw it out. I'm trying to do it in my head without visually seeing it written out. I did not measure that correctly. So it only needs to be probably 30 inches tall. Because from here, from my waist, from the front to the back is 48 inches. And I don't want it that long, because that would be almost as to my feet, like tall. I did 48 inches. So I need to do like 32 inches or something like that. 30 to 32 inches. Or no, 30 inches, because 24 would be half of 48. So if I did 30 inches, that should be, and then a third of that would be what? 10 inches. So I need to make my lacy shells about 10 inches, 10 to 12 inches. Something like that. Oh my gosh, Grammy Rita, when you were sharing yesterday about your goals or whatever for the year, like it sounded like you were reading like a story, and it was like the best thing ever. Like I loved that. That was awesome. We need to get Kim's, what'd we call it? Bus or Jeep or whatever, her vehicle with the endless amount of seats and room for everybody, and everybody got to listen to the music they wanted to, and the climate control was all to their likings, individual likings. Someone enabled you to buy on Amazon. I have tote bags coming on from Amazon today because I really want to try and make some tote bags. And Rebecca's really got me thinking maybe I should move everything to Ravelry, my patterns anyway, and then just keep the Ko-Fi for my like physical stuff, that I sell, like the stitch markers and the tote bags and things like that. Man, this is tight to get into. Feels like it got twisted. This feels weird right here. Right? We're all going to Hobby Lobby. They don't open up early enough for me to take you guys on a field trip there. Otherwise, I might possibly consider that, might have considered it. But like I said, they don't open up early enough. I think the earliest they open is 8. And I need to be, sooner than that. Actually, I don't know what time they open. Is it 8 or 9 or 10? One of those. It's got to be early in the morning. Not early, but like store details. Yeah, it doesn't open until 9 a.m. My Hobby Lobby does not open until 9 a.m. Yep, the Hobby Lobby that we're all going to has enough yarn for everybody. Good morning, Valerie. Melissa, we'll say that, we're in the Magic vehicle going to the Magic Hobby Lobby store, the Magic Yarn store. We'll just call it the Magic Yarn store. Has all the yarn we ever want. Has, you walk up to the shelf and you don't know what yarn you particularly need, but you just walk up to the shelf and there's this like the perfect yarn is sitting right there, and it has, it just has like a little picket sign saying, this is what I'm going to be made into. Like it just gives you everything without you even have to think about it. It's like, it's all perfect. It's all, Good morning, Sanita. You have me inspired to make a pickle for some reason. Like I want to make a pickle. And see if I can, like, because Magic Frog has me inspired to try and make, like, I was thinking this in my brain. Nobody actually, the thought is finally coming out of the brain. Trying to make my own pickle. I know there's like lots of patterns out there and tutorials I could follow, but I want to see if maybe I could figure out how to make my own. You're liking this imaginary trip? I know, right, Melissa? I mean, it has the project bag ready to go with all the yarn in it. the perfect saying on the outside of the project bag with the hook, the hook that works the best in your hands, your favorite hook. It has your scissors and all your notions and pouches and things that you need. It just, everything's there ready to go. All you have to do is just follow the pattern, or your brain just makes your hand work. Jeremy, you made it just in time. Yes, for we're on the magic bus to the magic yarn store. That's what I was saying. And you have like, the skeins of yarn that you buy are like, magically have that right amount of yarn in it, no matter your tension in the moment. If you are a tight crocheter that day, your yarn's going to have just enough to finish off that project with that tail that magically sews itself in right at the end as you're saying, all right, I'm done. Sew in. You think it was I love this yarn? Yes, Jeremy, hop on in. We're using our imaginations this morning. And so for those of you just coming in, I wanted to show you my Tunisian design. So can you envision this being about yay long, 5 feet long by about maybe 3 feet tall ish, and it being a wrap, and it like you can bring it over and it it sits across your backside down to your waist, but it comes around your shoulders and over your shoulders, and you just wrap up in it. And I think the stitch multiples are so different, but yet they work together for these two. The honeycomb. Excuse me, Jeremy, you brought the yawns out. It seems like every time you're here, I'm always yawning. Because I get picked on because I yawn so much. But it is early in the morning for me. Well, not early, but I've been up for 2 hours. No, you do not make it. You're not boring or anything. I don't want you to think that. Don't go there. Okay. So anyway, bottom third of the wrap would be this. Top 2/3 would be this. What do y'all think? I need your guys' opinion. And look at all the texture on here. Y'all love texture. So. Ooh, yay, back to school. Yep, my kids are doing their school this morning too. Of course, Marianne, those patterns are awesome. Oh, hey. I can clean my glasses. I would just have to figure out how to, well, you know what? I could just send you guys to Michael's channel to teach you guys for you guys to learn how to do the Tunisian stitches. I don't know. It's going to be interesting putting out a Tunisian pattern if I do. Like, writing this one out's interesting. Let me tell you what. And yes, and don't forget, I do have patterns available on my Ko-Fi page. Isn't my Ko-Fi drop yet? Oh yeah, it just dropped right there. Nightbot just dropped my Ko-Fi page. I have 2 blankets, a bag, and a shawl on my page, my Ko-Fi page. If you all are interested in them. Grammy Rita has done an amazing job with the bag. I know. I don't understand the middle of the week. like, yeah. And see, that's how I've always been. Like, I've always been a Monday to Friday kind of week person, where my week starts on Monday and ends on Sunday. Just how it, in my brain, that just makes sense. You know, because we say that Saturday and Sunday are the weekend, so it ends the week for me. And so that's how I've always grown up thinking Monday's the start of my week, Sunday's the end of my week. And Sunday is a great day to end the week on. It could be warm, yes. I mean, yeah, it definitely doesn't have, it's got, I mean, the honeycomb, I don't know if you can see it. It is definitely a dense stitch, but it's, yeah. And I want it to be kind of warm, you know, something you could, you know, make in a DK weight and wear it to church, or an outing where, you know, you don't want to take a coat or something with you. And yeah, I think, I don't know, I'm hoping I found something to make in my anniversary yarn that I got for myself from Mama G. Mama G gear. A super cute tank. Oh my goodness, you're gonna, like, I'm gonna have to get into figuring out how to make tanks and things, because speaking of Tank, where is Tank? She must be sleeping in. That's okay. She needs to sleep. She needs to sleep. She works hard for all of us. I've always gone by the calendar with Sunday the first day of the week. Right. So that's always drove me nuts, where on the calendar, Sunday's always at the beginning and Saturday. I'm like, no. We call Saturday and Sunday the weekend. It ends the week. Hence the name weekend days. Sunday is called a weekend day. So it ends the week. I'm going to go to my grave with that. Like, you know, and we have our weekdays and our weekend days. You know, we teach our kids this, but yet Sunday is the beginning of the week on the calendar. So confusing. Especially to somebody just learning about the calendar. You started your first cardigan today, finally. Nice. Would make a cute tank. I'm gonna have to figure out how to, like, I don't know, like, that's back. And it would work too, because, you know, whoopsies, I dropped my hook. Because the holes, yes, it has holes, but, like, I feel like you could wear, like, a nude color, or, like, you know, colors that aren't like neon yellow underneath that, and it wouldn't stick out if you were wearing something. Frizzy, you've got me thinking now. I don't know how to make this into a tank or to a top. But I want to make it a wrap, maybe. I don't know. See, I'm making it in a bigger size. So I need to know if I'm going to make it into a tank first, because I've got this size already going. I can frog this out. This is not a lot of work to frog out. I frogged out my bonus bundle and decided that I'm going to make it into the shawl thing. But now I'm like, now you got me thinking about a top. What is a weekend? Okay. So now I'm on row 2. I'm already on row 2 of my wind spinner. What in the world? Shh, don't tell anybody. I can multitask. Nobody's looking, right? What's going on here? How did I get this far done? Shh, don't tell anybody. It never happened. I will deny it. See, now I want to make that into a top, Frizzy, instead of a wrap. Like, I just gotta figure out how to do that now. I think the bonus bundle wouldn't work for a top because it changes colors. It would be weird. Like, if I did 2 different panels and attached them somehow, it would be, I think the top would look funny if I did it in that yarn. So I'd have to find some yarn to do it in. Ooh, I could do it in cotton. Well, I wasn't going to make a trip to Hobby Lobby, but I don't know that I have enough to make a top with what I have. I might have to look and see. I need a piece of paper. Brizzy, you got my brain going. It's all your fault. Look, I used up scraps to do this, and I still, like, I barely even undid the stuff that was wrapped around the outside to do the single crochets. Yeah. I could make a bunch of wind spinners with that. Okay, I need a piece of paper. So, I'm thinking. I am not a drawer. Frizzy, I need you to come get in my brain right now and use my hands to draw because I am not an artist. Let me show you my rough sketch of my shawl that I did. So I'm thinking, like, I gotta get this down before, I don't think I'll forget, but I want to get down before I think I forget. Okay, so with that, I would do the see, I need to put my camera up so you can see what I'm doing. And then, okay, so this over here would be the reverse single or the reverse simple stitches. And then I would have the honeycomb in the center. Like I said, I am not an artist, so please do not laugh at my drawing. It is a very rough drawing, and it's not even like to scale. Okay, this is the honeycomb. See, my top would end up being like a box top. Like, it's going to be like a... I don't do the whole V's and rounded necks, and it's going to be a boop boat neck. And then I got to figure out how to do... The thing is with simple stitch, oh, I can make it in the half double crochet. That doesn't curl. Okay, so I don't know how to do this. Mary Ann. You'll wait till tomorrow. I don't know. You're a hard one to read, you know? I don't know what excites you. If it were me, I'd have that thing built the second it came in the door. I mean, I would start anyway. Okay. I wish I could get this. My brain is just not working for the top of this thing. Like, do I put... Okay, here, I got a question for you. So if I make this the top... Where's my honeycomb? Okay, this is my honeycomb side. So if I make this a top, do I keep this thick border up here at the top and then add my straps, my thick straps to the top here? Because I'm going to keep my side edges like this. I'm going to make 2 panels. And I'm going to make it long enough that it fits underneath. I'm going to make it wide enough that it goes underneath my armpits like this. And then I'm going to seam the sides together. And then it's going to have 2 thick straps going over the top. I just don't know with Marianne. I can't peg her. Like, okay, so like, this drawing looks horrible. It looks like a basket. And I messed up on my strap on the one side. Hold on. I'm giving it some more lace at the bottom. Okay. Like I said, it's not proportionate, but this is what my brain is envisioning. Like I said, I messed up on the right here. So this is the top that I'm thinking, because I don't know how to do anything else than a tank top. I love how something starts as one thing and turns into another. Oh, I was thinking of doing, there's a stitch that I found that you can do in Tunisian called a half double simple stitch, maybe. It's a half double stitch, and it doesn't curl. And the simple stitch does. When you make thick strips like this, they end up curling like and making tubes on themselves. Good morning, Erin, from work. Have a great day at work. I hope it's a good one for you. Sounds like they're fending for themselves. That was the other thing I wanted to make sure is my youngest got, if he wanted cereal, that it got done without making a giant mess. But he's got his 2 older siblings up there to help him with that, so. I love these colors together. They're so pretty. So tomorrow we are going to do the box of stitches. I think I should be able to do most of those without any issues of giving away patterns, because I think most of them in there are like patterns that other people have put out there. I don't know. But if you guys got the box, you should be able to do the stitches without me showing you to do most of them, because I don't know. That one's iffy. I don't know if I'm allowed to show how to make them, because I feel like she just took, patterns and put them in there, so I'm like, because you're buying the pattern book, so to speak, from her, are you paying for those patterns? Because I just don't know that all of them are hers. Oh my goodness. I saw that. I'm intrigued by those little lounge chairs that you made. But the thing is we have two giant beanbags in this house I want to get rid of. So I am like, no, I don't need to make one of those lounge chairs because I have two beanbags that I don't necessarily want in my house anymore because they just become landing pads to jump on, which isn't a big deal necessarily, but anyway. Okay, y'all. Am I making a shirt out of this pattern, or am I going to keep making a shawl? I can make a different design for a shawl. But that's what I think I'm going to do when it comes to this yarn. I'm going to, whatever I use this for, it's not going to be a yarn eater because I want to be able to use all of it, but not play yarn chicken and need more of it. I bet they are easy to make, and you get your yarn used up into something, and the yarn's not being stored in a closet, taking up all that space anymore. Because that yarn is not, does not take up very little room. It takes up a lot of room. So this is what 2 double crochets in each stitch does, and then I got to do 3 after that. So make the top. Am I going for the top? Do you guys want thick straps on the top? I mean, it's going to be a very boat, like, summery, springy top. The thing is how am I going to teach y'all to make it? I'm not a Tunisian teacher. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to put it out there for y'all to make it. Because y'all know me, once I make it the one time, I'm probably not going to make it again. Unless it really, like, turns out just awesome. I'm actually kind of excited now to make it. But now I got to figure out what color I want to make it in. What I might do I want to make it in a white? No, I don't want to make it in a white. I don't have white yarn anyway. Well, cotton. I wonder if I have enough of anything. I don't even know how much I'm going to need. I will say that acrylic didn't take a ton because I still have a lot left of the 1 pounder, the Red Heart or whatever I was using as scrap yarn to play the sample. Yep, a lot of space that you can now use for other yarn or works in progress. Time is it? 8:39. We're doing good. We're doing good. Trying to pay attention and put 2 in each stitch here. Write the pattern with a few pics of assembling and seaming, and we can look up how to make the stitches on Michael's channel. Exactamundo. Because he does an amazing job at teaching it and shows you, like, gosh, he shows you. I like the amount of times he shows you. Like, he really takes the time to sit there and work through the stitches with you. Like, to the point of, like, I feel like when I explain how to do things, I'm over-explaining. Like, I'm explaining too much. Like, I'm saying the same thing 1,000 times, which I don't mind doing. And I feel like he does that too with his, like, his style of teaching matches my brain. Like, I'm like, yes, thank you for all these visuals because I need visuals. Just ask Erin. She was telling me something about some sort of join as she goes method that she figured out how to use with single crochets instead of double crochets or something. And I'm like, I need visuals. You like the square tops where you just seam up the shoulders and the sides. Just leave a hole for the neck. Well, I don't want your head to come through. No, you don't get a head hole or armholes. You get a sack. It just goes over it. You just have to wear it like this. Yeah. But yeah, so here's what I'm thinking, Melissa. I don't know if you saw this. So this kind of a square top. Is it flattering though? Is this a flattering? Like I don't want people to be like, this is not very flattering. Like it's literally going to be box shapes, and then the bottom is so you're not. Yeah, so it's going to be 2 panels. It's going to be two of these on either side, and then it's going to have. Look, here's your armhole. Your armholes. And then you got your head hole. There you go. I am not an artist, y'all. I am not an artist. You want to see me draw a puppy? Watch. You draw a stick figure. Draw a stick figure. Then we draw a circle around the stick figure. Then we draw some spiky things coming out. See? Little spiky things. And then the stick figure had an unfortunate demise and had to be buried with its children or family members. So the 2 headstones. It went to heaven, got its halo, got its wings, its angel wings, and came back as a dog. Got stung by bees. That's what the little spiky things are. It got stung by bees, has no arms, and it became a dog. That is my, y'all, that is my artistic. The fact that I'm putting myself out there on YouTube, y'all, YouTube world, Amber is not an artiste when it comes to drawing. So that is my thought process on the top. So now I got to figure out what to name it, because Michael helped me with it. So I need to figure out a fun name for it, a fun summery spring name for it. This reminds me of flowers for some reason. I'm getting flower spring vibes off of this. At my age, 99, we like to cover our bingo wings. You don't get it yet. Would you be so kind as to include the link to his channel? Oh, Frizzy got it. Okay. Like to cover bingo wings too. What was it Tank said? It was like, I thought I screenshot her little saying. Something about looking like 99, just ask my grandson. I better make that a bag or something, or a t-shirt, I don't know. I love that. Yeah, Michael's a great teacher, Grammy Rita. Great Tunisian teacher. So yeah, I used his videos to basically. I could have used my book, but I went to his videos and watched his videos for both of the honeycomb and the lacy shell. He gave me the link to the lacy shell one because I was like, what stitch could I use? You know, what Tunisian stitch could I use to make this lacy part down here? And he sent me a link to his own video, which, I mean, I don't blame him for plugging himself. And then I was like, of course, then I'll use the video for your honeycomb too. And then also the reverse stitch. So there's 3 videos of his right here that I'm holding. He already has out there. The reverse stitch, the honeycomb, and the lacy shell are all from him. He does his lacy shell different than the book does. So I followed. I think I made the lacy shell. I think I made it already. Where's my box of Tunisian stitches? Where's that? Oh, right here. I think I made the lacy shell already from the book, but I followed his instructions for my sample. It's upside down. Simple shell. Maybe not. I could have sworn I'd done the lacy shell already. I did do the lace shell. So this is the lace shell I did before. It does this like curve thing on the side, so that's why I'm like, I think if when I go to sew the two pieces together, that will straighten itself out. So I thought I did the lacy shell, but his is a little bit different. There's a little tweak that he does to his. Well, good morning, Thrifty. Now you have a channel addiction. You're welcome. Juan does the yarn enabling for you, and you know, all the rest of us do the channel enabling. Your boys, one of your boys asked if you could fly one day while looking at my oh, gosh. Oh, stop it. You know what? We are all fearfully and wonderfully made in the image of God. Can't say otherwise about my friends. If you do that upper border at the bottom after you've seen the sides, would that help the curve? If you do that upper border at the, oh. But see, I think when, so like if you notice, it does curve a little bit right here. It does have that little bit of a curve where the lacy shell is. I think when that's joined, it'll straighten it out. You know, like I could pull it like I'm gonna join it, and it kind of straightens it out, you know. And this is acrylic, so like I could steam block this to make it stay probably, because I'm getting straight by just pulling on it. I feel like it would pull it together, it would be fine. You know, kids say the darndest things. Fearfully and wonderfully made in the image of God. Yes, how is the map coming along? Did you get more of it done, Miss Frizzy? She was working on her map the other day. Kitty cat. I wish your little cat friend outside would stop using our yard as a bathroom. The same child was mad at me when he was about 6 or so and looked at me and went, "Where'd you get the dollar store?" Oh my god. Oh my gosh. I know. You're like, in one thought, you're like, "Oh my god, kid, that's horrible." And then at the same time, you're like, "Yeah, I raised you right." Yeah. You know, Frizzy, I have to be honest. It's literally been sitting right there. I need to pull it out and read it. I keep saying I need to get into reading, and I keep not. Life keeps getting, life keeps distracting me. Like, I wanted to come on here and be like, all right, guys, give me your book recommendations, because I want to start playing audiobooks, because I think that's the best way I'm going to get anything read. Ugh. I have my mom's sense of humor and sarcasm to anything I say to her is all her fault. It's her genes. That's funny. Yeah, your book is sitting right there. And your pins are, I don't know if you can see them. I have my pins right here next on the other side of my brain. My noggin. I got Frizzy on both sides of my noggin. And I got Merlin. Look, I even got Merlin on top of my noggin. See right here, I got Merlin. I'm surrounded by Frizzy. Like I bought this Bible recap to do as a daily devotional, and I've already missed 3 days. But they were over the weekend. Where my husband at one point is like, "Oh, I'm gonna get up and go do the dishes because I'm like can't sit here anymore." Like, dude, chill. I will get to my dishes, and you're taking away something I actually like to do, and that's the dishes. It's a Frizzy hug. Yep. You're surrounding me. And I got Margaret, the bee diamond painting, and then Merlin is from Kim, and then I got my Frizzy book, and then those pumpkins. There's another pumpkin somewhere. It's hiding. But there's 3 of these little pumpkins that Rebecca made. And then that's my Scrappy Cosmo, and then a pumpkin I made right there. Yeah. You know, a lot of times when my kids say things back at us, I'm like, well, you got that from your dad and myself and your dad. So, yeah, don't say that to me, but yeah, I can't get too mad at you because you learned it from us. They get their little sarcastic personalities from their mom and dad. So, what time is it? 8:53. I am almost done with the third row. Technically, well, no, the second row. So you got your chain, which you could count as your first row, but it's not technically. And then you've got your row of single crochets, and then you got I'm on the row where I put 2 double crochets in each single crochet. So I've got one more row after this, and this wind spinner will be done. And it's going to be a small-ish wind spinner. It's not going to be huge. They don't have to be long. So I will have my wind spinner done today. I like these kind of projects where I can get it done. So, I mean, this wind spinner I did with a 5mm, 75 stitches of 75 chains with the 4-weight, and you can get this done in under 2 hours, I think. Maybe even an hour if you know you're not distracted by life and things. They really do. Do as I say, right. Do as I say, not as I do. Like my youngest, his mouth sometimes, it's like, well, you know, I try to discipline him when he has a potty mouth, and it's like, well, he did get that from us, so I need to, you know. But I tell him, I tell him all the time, I'm like, just because you hear mommy and daddy say these things does not give you the right to say them. When you're an adult and out of the house, you can do whatever you want. Yeah. Oh yeah, Jeremy. One slip. Yep. A lot of slips come back to bite me in the butt. A lot of slip-ups do. I'm already combating a lot of them in my youngest. It's, come on, kid. You're a sweet kid. I know it. Stop being so angry. and foul-mouthed. Kids are sure to check your ego every. Oh yeah. I just can't. I just can't do it. I want it better for you than for me. That's why I want you to not do what I'm doing. All right. I am done with this one. So I'm going to cut it off. I'm going to start the next one and then work my way to 9 o'clock, and then we'll get off of here. We learned it from Dad. Awesome. Good Lord. That's funny. Love it. Okay, last color is the purple. Purple. I'm actually kind of excited for this top now. I don't know why. Never thought I'd be designing a top. I got to figure out how to. I hope I do it well, that it, you know, design it well. Like, I mean, I'm not looking necessarily to be professional by any means, but, you know, I hope it like can stand next to them. What is normal? Your grandson cracks me up, Melissa. I have anger issues. That's funny. The things I hear from you from his mouth are just hilarious. Doing it like 4 hours, right? I love how conversations can morph. So it will be prettier soon, I promise. I just got to turn everything the right direction. It's all spinning. I got to figure out how to get it all to spin the same direction. I don't know why it's not in this spot right here. He wants to go the other way. All right, so I am basically, I don't know if anybody else is making these wind spinners with me. So I didn't go out and get a specific pattern. I just happened to come across one that I remember seeing 75 chains, and then you do 2 rows single crochets for just single crochets, and then you do 2 doubles in each single, and then 3 doubles in each double. So that's what I'm on now. I'm on the second round of row of doubles, where I'm putting 3 in each. So that is how I'm following. If you want to write that down, it is chain 75, and then you do 74 single crochets, because you skip you always skip the first one and go into the second. So 74 single crochets across your row, and then you do 2 double crochets in each one, so that'll become 114 or 140, yeah, 70 plus 70, 148 stitches. And then you're going to add, and then you're going to do 3 in each double crochet for the last row. So that would be 3 times whatever 148 is, right? Because you have 148 stitches and you're putting 3 into each one. 148 times 3. So 444 stitches. is what you're going to end up with. Ooh, Valentine's Day. Baby here and something here. Like we can discuss the complex stuff. Right? I know. The cat jumps on the desk and we talk about cats for an hour. You know, it's just, that's how it goes. All right. It is 9:01. It is time for me to get off of here so I can go make kids get school done. And I will work on my wind spinner. It's not very long. It's a short one. And then I just need to figure out something to hang from it so it has a weight. And then you buy these, if you want them to spin, you buy these, can't think of the name of them off the top of my head. I've bought them in the past and I don't know if I still have them. They're the spinners that you buy from the fishing department. They're little spinner things. What are they called, y'all? The fishing spinner things for lures. Fishing spinner. I don't know what they're called. Because you can buy them in the shipping department. Not shipping, fishing department. What are those little things called? What are those called? Before we go, what are those called? I know, and you can hang them in the house too, and a little bit of wind that goes with the fans can help spin them a little bit. Look, not the lures. I didn't mean that. Not the weights. Oh, they're the spinny things. What are those called? Spinners. Spinner parts, fishing. Lure making supplies. Let's see if I can find it on here. It is called swivels. Swivels! Swivels! They're these little things that, you know, they spin. They're swivels. And you just, you know, you attach it to the top, at the top, so it can actually spin. And then you put a weight on the bottom so it like pulls it, you know, keeps it down. And even just crocheting like an applique, like a heart or a flower, so that gives it just enough weight to pull it down. It doesn't have to be a fishing weight. Just needs to be something to hold the spinner straight down. That's all it is. I've made one before. I just don't remember. So swivels. They're called swivels. Swivels. And you can get them in the fishing department. Or you can get them off Amazon if that's what I do. So I think I need to get me some of those so I can actually make wind spinners. What did I do with them? I know I've had them before. Anyway, I gotta run. Thank you guys for being here. I hope you had fun this morning. I know I did. The conversation was great. I love it. I love when we have conversations like this. I love these kind of days where everything just kind of, the day goes by so fast that, you know, yes, the little crystal beads would be fun to put on the bottom. I'm going to go Amazon shopping now. Thanks, Melissa. All right, guys. Have a great Monday, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Same time, same place. And we will do our stitch box. So bring your stitch box if you bought it. If not, you still have time. You can buy it and do it next week. We will pull. I'm not going to pull a random number, or I'm not going to do that. I'm literally just going to go and pull one out and just do it that way. So I can't wait to try that out tomorrow. Hopefully we get a good one. So we will see y'all tomorrow. Don't forget, you are somebody to somebody, and you are loved.